All right, what to call today's video? Let's go with woodworking to distract myself from the fact that I found gray in my beard this morning and I can't hide from that anymore. All right, we have some plywood that we're almost ready to turn into a couple of cabinets, but I'm gonna save myself a lot of headache later if I just put the edge banding on first before I assemble it. So that's what we're doing today. This is an example of a finished cabinet. This is the kind of edge banding we're gonna be putting on. It's just solid walnut. So we're just gonna cut down some strips like this and then attach them. So let's go. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is mill down some lumber to the thickness of plywood. That just makes it easier so that when I cut it into strips and glue it to the edge of my plywood, it's a perfect match. And then I'm going to set up my thin rip jig to rip this board into thin strips. The plan is to make the strips 1/4 inch thick and then mill it down to 3/16 of an inch on the planer. I could just rip them to the final thickness with this jig, but I'm a little too paranoid for that and I've gotten some inconsistent results in the past. So the planer is going to guarantee a consistent thickness. That's literally its whole job. And then it's just me feeding these little strips through the planer over and over again. It's a good reminder that a lot of woodworking is pretty monotonous, so you really gotta enjoy it. And I do. I don't know what to tell you. While I've got you here, I could use some help. I'm new to this whole video making thing, and I'm wondering, what do people want to see? Are you more into instructional content? Should I forget the voiceover and just make some zen woodworking videos set to some chill music? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So now that I have these strips, all I really gotta do is glue them on, nail them, and fill the holes. I'm not worried about cutting them to the exact length I need because I'll use a flush trim saw to cut them down later. And as a little treat for making it this far, enjoy this clip of me getting jump scared because a friend came to visit me and I have my headphones in. Happy to report that I did not have a heart attack even though it felt like it. And then we'll just wait for these to dry overnight before I cut them flush. I don't end up using this vise all that much, but it really comes in handy with stuff like this. And I'm not sure why, but setting it at this angle really helps me to make this flush cut. And that's it. My plywood has been edge banded. So go ahead and like and subscribe for more woodworking content and to follow along and see how this mudroom turns out. Thanks. Bye.